Hello and welcome to part 2 of me going through my collection I made as a young man. Very young man. It's scary how old I am. It's just reminiscing, really. Just showing you the kind of stuff that I used to collect as a kid that's actually transitioned through to my adulthood, but my adulthood now I can afford much rarer things, much more expensive things. But it's interesting to see what I actually considered my first sort of part of collecting. And I'm really annoyed with myself that I've actually neglected it in the sense of not these so much, these were kept flat and in a box, but my bigger posters, my one sheets, yeah, they because they've been wrapped up for the best part of 10, 15 years. Yeah, they've not stretched back out, but I am going to do a video on them because there's some great posters. I've not gone through all of them because I didn't want to ruin it. I wanted to remember. So this part of the video we're going to go through the mini posters. I think there's some lobby cards in here as well. Again, we had some in part 1. If you haven't seen part 1, please go and check that out. It is quite a long film, but there's some fantastic pieces of memorabilia in there, posters, art, lobby cards. I talk a lot about Young Guns, which is in there as well. It's one of my favourite films. So let's get into these. So these were definitely free at the cinema because I've got more than one. I always used to grab loads. My handwriting from when I was a child, it hasn't changed. I am dyslexic, as you can probably tell and hear. So yeah, I did all the puzzles, so I didn't even know I did them. Another one, it's the same, it's Dead Man's Chest. I think this was the second one, possibly. Second one, possibly, I'm not sure. Brilliant. Jackass number 2. I don't know if I've seen this at the cinema or not. I probably didn't. I was probably too young. But yeah, Jackass number 2. Very good posters. Again, I have another one. So these were definitely free. Yeah, that's number 3. That's number 4. They were definitely free at the cinema. They were cinema grabs. I must have grabbed them when I was watching another film. Miami Vice. I'm pretty sure this was a free poster. Michael Mann made this film after Collateral, which is one of the best films ever. Collateral's fantastic. Annoyingly recreated a scene from Collateral in this film, and it just ruined it. But that's what all directors do, sadly. Yep, another one, exact same, because it was free, definitely. Team America, absolutely hilarious. Surprised they never did a sequel. Fantastic film from the boys who brought South Park. Don't know if any of these are rare, by the way. This was another free one, Serenity. Some reason this film's now a cult classic. I've never seen it, never had any interest in it. Does not look like my type of film. Fantastic film, Van Helsing. This was when Hugh Jackman and Kate Beckinsale were really big in Hollywood. I really enjoyed Van Helsing. I went and seen that with my dad. My dad really enjoyed that film as well. Jurassic Park 3. I think I bought this one. Went and seen this at the cinema. Less said about this film, the better. But a really nice poster. That's in really good condition. Doubt it's rare, but still. The Core. I bought this. I remember buying this. This is a fantastic film. If you haven't seen The Core, I think it's probably the only film in existence or one of the only films that actually goes to the center of the earth, or what it would look like. Great film. Lots of logistics. Lots of stuff to get your head around, but as a kid I loved this film, and it's still a great film now. I think I've seen it a few years ago again. I watched it randomly online on one of those streaming platforms. But yeah, great film. Core, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's a great film. Another Core poster. This proves that I really enjoyed it as a kid. My dad did as well. I think that's why I really enjoyed it. I bought that poster as well, I'm convinced. Another Jackass. This is the first one. This is in really bad condition though. It's folded. Again, you can't see it, but it's yellowed. I don't know why they've gone yellow. Maybe it's sun damage, because no one smoked in our house. So it's probably just sun damage, I'm guessing. SWAT. Yeah. Seen this film. Wasn't a great film. Seen it because of Michelle Rodriguez. She's so cool. Such a badass. Italian Job remake. think the only reason I watched this is because Donald Sutherland's in this, Keith Sutherland's dad. Yeah, and that's about it. Ed Norton was in it. He was pretty good, but yeah, it's a terrible remake. Terrible remake. Shaun of the Dead, classic, brilliant. What more is there to say about this film? Really, it was hilarious. It was really well done as well. Great poster. I don't know if any of these are rare. Let me know if they are in the comment section. That'd be great. I'm never gonna get rid of them. I'm gonna hold them. The original Spider-Man trilogy, I loved. I've seen all three of them at the cinema. This poster I think was free at the cinema. Got one. Doom. It wasn't the worst film in the world. 2005. Wow. Wasn't the worst film in the world. Wasn't the greatest. But it was a pretty good action film. And that was when The Rock was sort of getting really big. King Kong, Peter Jackson's King Kong. I actually thought it was a pretty good film as a kid. Not one that I have in my collection now. Really nice poster though. I think this was free. Green Street. I actually thought this was pretty good. Elijah Wood, complete different sort of role from he's trying to break away from Lord of the Rings, and he ended up in Green Street about football hooliganism. But it's well done how it is. He's like a really smart rich kid from America, and he gets suspended, and he ends up with his like family or something in England and becomes a football hooligan. Very weird, but it's actually not a bad film. Red Eye. Wes Craven film, psychological thriller. Never seen it. I think that was free at the cinema as well. Get Rich or Die Trying. That was definitely a free poster. Not really interested in that. It's just one of them. If they were free, I'd pick them up. Same with Munich. Never seen it. Supposed to be really good. Steven Spielberg, obviously. Never seen it. That was definitely a free poster. This one I'm pretty sure I bought. MI3. MI3 was actually really good. It's probably made a classic now because Philip Seymour Hoffman's in it. He plays the villain. Actually really like him in that film. It's really good. Aeon Flux. Not a great film. That was free at the cinema as well, I'm pretty sure. Miami Vice again. Oh my god, I see more Jackass posters. How many did I pick up? Born Supremacy. Seen these at the cinemas. Didn't really like them. Didn't help Matt Damon's career. He ended up doing another one. Don't know why. Interpreter. Never seen it. Again, free at the cinema, I'm pretty sure. This was definitely free at the cinema. Jackie Chan's Unleashed. Never seen it. The Ring 2. Never seen it. Again, free at the cinema. Same again. The Grudge. Never seen it. Free at the cinema. Mean Girls. Free at the cinema. Might be worth something now because it's Lindsay Lohan before she went down. Alfie. This was free at the cinema. I ended up seeing this film a few years later. I think when I was mature. It's such a really good film. Jude Law, when he was at his prime as well, when everyone wanted him in films. Sienna Miller as well, I believe. And she spends most of the time in that film naked, if I'm not mistaken. Bridget Jones, Edge of Reason. What was I doing as a kid? Again, free poster at the cinema, I just grabbed them. The Incredibles, same again, free, I just grabbed them. This is what the mind of a kid does. Oh my goodness, what the hell is this one? Connie and Carla, I mean, when did this come out? It'd be great to see a date on it. For the hilarious new comedy from the writer and star of My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Didn't they remake that? Yeah, I mean, how classic is it that probably no one's ever heard of that film? Terminal, again, just another free poster I grabbed. Another Steven Spielberg film. It's supposed to be about a guy who lived in airport for a number of years. It wouldn't surprise me being in America. Still love America though. You brought me joy. Wimbledon, never seen it. Paul Bettany, interestingly, was in Master and Commander. He's very good in that film. Never seen this film though, Wimbledon. It's got Kirsten Dunst in it as well, who I actually quite like. She's beautiful as well. Twisted, Never seen. It's got Ashley Judd in though, so it's probably good. Ashley Judd's actually a really good actress. She just never did anything in a few years. That actually says, I'll see it on camera instead. 2003. Wow, okay. Free at the cinema again, obviously. Princess Diaries, interesting. Free at the cinema again. I'm trying to get to good stuff, but Kicking and Screaming, Will Ferrell. Yeah, no. Next. Two Brothers. I think this actually did quite well when it originally got released. Never seen it though. Again, free at the cinema. My favourite line. Surviving Christmas. Ben Affleck film. Catherine O'Hara. Is Catherine O'Hara the woman who plays Macaulay Culkin's mum in Home Alone? If it is, she's a beautiful woman. 2004, that says. Yeah, I mean, let's ask Ben Affleck about that film. Oh, Thunderbirds. Again, free at the cinema. Went and seen this. In a word, it was terrible. Let's move on. Free at the cinema again, because I grabbed loads of them, clearly. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Yeah. Next. Land of the Dead. Wow. I forgot I had this. This is a beautiful poster. And, yep, there he is. Tom Savini makes a little sneaky cameo in there. As the original biker zombie as well. As his biker form. Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright is his name. I think they're in the back there as well. I think that's Edgar Wright. And then Simon Pegg sort of sticking his head over. I'm not sure. They're definitely in there though. Bub is supposed to be in there as well from Day of the Dead. There's supposed to be a lot of little cameo faces in there from his previous films. But I just remember Tom Savini's face because it looks more like Tom Savini out of From Dusk Till Dawn. That's a brilliant poster. I forgot about that. Wow, I forgot about this one. This is beautiful as well. Resident Evil. I actually thought this was pretty good, the first one. If they didn't call it Resident Evil, it would have been 10 times better. But there you go. Wow, Alien vs Predator. I enjoyed it as a kid because it was a Predator film. But yeah, it's not aged well. Wow, Collateral. One of my favourite films. Tom Cruise should have won an Academy Award in this film. His portrayal of a hitman is brilliant. It's probably one of the most accurate portrayals, in my opinion anyway. Sort of grounded, realistic. Fantastic film. Awesome. Jarhead, another really good film. Sam Mendes, brilliant. He's just done 1917, which is an absolute beautiful piece of filmmaking. For what Jarhead was. Jarhead's the only sort of modern day-ish film based on war that I actually like. American Beauty, another Sam Mendes film, another great film. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's another poster I forgot about. So you notice this theme again. Angelina Jolie is Tomb Raider, Lara Croft should I say. Beautiful poster. I probably bought that one. Another Angelina Jolie. Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow. Yeah, what happened to that film? I have no idea. Never seen it either. Never seen it. Ronin. That's really good poster. Oh man, I forgot I had all these. Great film. It's become sort of a cult classic, and it actually now has one of the best chase scenes in it. It's classed as one of the best chase scenes because it's all done practically. Why I watched it, because Jean Reno was in it. Obviously Robert De Niro and Sean Bean. But it's just a great cast anyway. You can see all the names across the top. Arrow Video, interestingly, released that on their label. That's how good the film is. Signs, another fantastic film from M. Night Shyamalan when he was making good films. And we're almost at the end. So here we go again. More Angelina Jolie in Tomb Raider, because why not? These are lobby stills. Although you've never seen these in lobbies, maybe in America, but put them down. They're quite heavy. They're really thick, really good quality, really well printed as well. Just Angelina Jolie being a badass. Interesting thing about these films, if you look at all the villains she fights and stuff like that, they're usually Asian or of that sort of region because they're all small naturally. Because Angelina Jolie is actually a really small woman, and they make her look 6 foot tall in this film. In both films, really. It's really clever. Wow, look at this one. Daniel Craig, in one of his early roles, really good in this film. But yeah, these films, they were okay for the time. They haven't aged terribly well, but I actually thought Angelina Jolie did a really good job. I thought she was actually a really good Lara Croft. And she has the look as well, obviously. She's a very curvaceous woman, and she's got the long hair and the face, so very good. And guess what? Yep, you guessed it, more Angelina Jolie, this time in Gone in 60 Seconds. Like I said, as a kid, I had a big crush on her. I mean, how can you not look at her? She's absolutely beautiful. Again, these are lobby stills, these are originals, really thick quality, really good quality as well again. This was the actual poster they went with, great poster. Just a beautiful shot of AJ. And fantastic Nicolas Cage. This is a great image. The 1967 Shelby GT 500, also known as Eleanor. Fantastic picture. This is great. This is like a still from the film. As you can see, where they're chasing Nick Cage and Eleanor. As far as I remember from the extras, because the DVD was fantastic, it was full of great extras. He did a lot of the driving himself, from what I remember. Obviously not the stunts and that, but I really like his. It's Giovanni Rybinski, I think his name is. He was Wade. Was it Wade? Yeah, Wade in Saving Private Ryan. He was brilliant in that film. He's actually not too bad in this, but he was really good in Saving Private Ryan. The bus crash scene. Yeah, where Giovanni steals the, I hope that's his name, probably isn't, correct me if I was wrong, but yeah, where he steals the Porsche just by driving through the window. And last but what a way to end this video. Vinnie Jones with a pipe, he smashes up Johnny B, I think his name's Johnny B in the film. Smashes his window to get his attention away from Randall Raines and Kip Raines, because Johnny B is like the hottest car thief, and now Raines has come back to save his brother. Johnny B is not happy. Vinny goes down there to save him. He plays a mute in this film. I genuinely believe they made him a mute because, yeah, Vinnie Jones, for those of you who don't know his career, was a professional soccer player, not football, not American football, but soccer, British soccer player. He had a reputation for being a bit of a tough guy. Some thought it was bravado, but I think well, it was quite a few years ago now, but he battered a security guard in a restaurant or bar, something like that. I think the doorman thought he was full of shit, and yeah, Vinnie Jones, as far as I remember, knocked him clean out. I think there's still videos of it on YouTube, but yeah, he is a lot of people say he is a legit tough guy, so. But he was crazy. He was a really good footballer from what I remember, or soccer player, should I say, from what I remember. And he was prone to getting in guys' faces on the pitch, but I'm not a soccer fan. So I'm sure there are a lot of soccer fans out there screaming at me right now. They might be able to give a definitive history of his life. But I'm not a soccer player, but what a way to end this. Well, this was fantastic. I really enjoyed going through this. So there's a sticker. Let's see how much we paid. Wow, we paid £10 whole for that. Be interesting to know how much it's worth now. Probably the exact same amount, I should think. But that's it for those. I hope you enjoyed these videos. I really enjoyed going through them. There's some in there that I genuinely forgot I had, and I really enjoyed going through them. I look look forward to going through the posters, the one sheet, the originals, and they're all originals, by the way. There was one person at the film fair who sold every film poster. I don't know how they got their hands on them, but they did. And I used to buy as many as I could anytime they would be there, and they used to give me discounts towards the end because they remember me, and because I was a kid, I think they like that. I've got some really good posters off them. I'm going to leave them stretched out for a bit longer, and hopefully I'll be able to get them flat enough. If not, we'll just unroll them, show them, let them roll back up, and then we'll move on to the next. But there's loads of them. I forgot how many I actually had. Like, there's a lot here, but there's a lot of posters, and they weren't sort of freebies from the cinema. They were all bought. They were all bought. I remember buying, not buying all of them obviously, but I remember every single poster that I had was bought from the film fair. So, thank you for watching again. I hope you enjoyed both parts of this. Sorry they went on so long, but I didn't realise how much stuff I had. I genuinely thought I only had a little bit to go through. But if you enjoyed these two videos, please come back for the posters, going through the posters, and I hope to see you in the next films. Thank you very much. Take care, and bye bye.